I think now it's like the last day, kinda. I think, oh no, she gets a third day. I always forget. We'll see what happens. Rogue. Yo, special. We haven't had an insight on Tiff's problem yet, so that's probably gonna rear its ugly head soon. Could keep
You said insight, and insight was a word that was on the screen.
That was kind of cool. Maybe I am the game.
Why did it take you so long to respond to that?
I don't know. I was just looking for words.
Oh.
Also, my body's slowly dying because I forgot to eat.
Oh my god.
We are finishing this though.
How many times?
I wasn't hungry by the time I woke up late. So by the time I had to stream, so basically I had to stream because I didn't want it to be too late. I was already pushing it with like how late it is now when I'm streaming. And I didn't want to, like, I really didn't want to fucking delay it again. And I wasn't hungry yet. So then it's like, now I'm hungry. And it's like, fuck. So I was like, so I'm just gonna have to suffer for it.
My god.
It's fine. No.
Oh.
Not on me right now. It's alright. We could just finish it. And then we're like halfway done. Sing. Retro. Serenade. Good night, Red. And she burns my eggs. I'll see. Here we go. Now this is probably a problem. Maybe. I don't know. As I'm nearing the room, I spot Tiff at the end of the hall. He's heading the opposite way. He rounds the bend and vanishes from sight. Normally, I wouldn't think anything of this. But that corridor is a dead end. There aren't even any bathrooms in that direction. Curious, I decide to see what she's up to. As I approach, a familiar scent wafts around the corner toward me. Tiff? Oh!
Oh!
Woo! Is
Alright.
that the marijuana?
Oh no, is that a weed?
Well, wait, is that weed or is that a cigarette? If it's weed, not that bad. If it's a cigarette, oh no.
Why is she doing it inside?
It might be a cigarette. We'll have to wait. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
She's like, oh, hold on a second.
Well, you caught me. Tiff, is that what I think it is? Yeah, what I think it is. Oh, it's pot.
If it's pot, then yes.
If it's pot, then yes. If you think it's pot, then yes. Look, I know this seems bad, but there's a little more to it than meets the eye, okay? If you keep it on the down low, I'd really appreciate it. Tiff, I'm not sure what to say. Can we just go to the club for now? I nod wearily. My mind is racing with questions. Tiff extinguishes the joint and tucks it in her blazer inside pocket. From the same place, she takes out a small bottle of perfume. Ah! That's why she wears a lot of perfume.
Because she wants to hide the scent of weed on her.
She sprays it in the air around her and lets it settle over her for a moment. Alright, let's go. Guys, it's okay. Solid Snake smokes it when he has to get a good sniper rifle shot in. Tiff walks ejectly around the corner. I follow her back to the club room. It seems we're the second to last one's in. Things are mostly normal here. So he waves at me energetically. Natsuki and Yuri doing their usual things. Joe's on his laptop, and Monica hasn't arrived yet. Gosh, looks like I even beat Monty here this time. Oh yeah, so is that skippable? It is skippable. Everyone goes their separate ways. I follow Tiff to a secluded corner of the room. I find her sulking and staring at the wall. I can't say I'm surprised. Tiff? Zero, I'm really not in the mood to hang out. That's fine, I just want to talk. I don't think I'm really up for that either. Tiff, I just want some kind of explanation. I can keep a secret if I have to. But this is pretty serious. You could get in big trouble for that. You don't think they'd kick me out of the club, do you? Honestly, you'd be lucky if they didn't kick you out of the school. I was about to say that, yeah. Kind of smoking weed in school. That's not smart. Don't do it in
You would
school.
at least do it outside of the school. She like does it in the fucking corridors. It's like what?
Oh gosh, Zero. You won't do that to me, would you? I don't want to, but I'd like to hear the reason why. I was about to say, I don't even think it goes down to Monica kicking you out the club. It goes to the school kicking you out.
Yeah.
Ah, for the record, marijuana in Japan can get you multiple years in jail. I do know it's illegal, obviously,
Oh.
if you don't have a reason for it. But I don't know how Japan treats marijuana. I was like, because I know how over here, if you have like a thing for it and you can use legal marijuana, I don't know how Japan handles marijuana.
Yeah, you can have legal marijuana.
I was like, I don't know how Japan handles it. They treat it very fucking seriously. Okay, yeah, see. Yeah, I'm assuming Japan's strict about everything, so yeah. I can see that.
If something is like kind of allowed in America,
The only thing Japan doesn't treat strictly is apparently underage things.
That's so fucking weird.
That's apparently the only thing Japan doesn't treat strictly.
Isn't the age of consent in Japan 13 or something?
That's like the only thing they're a little too lenient with, which everyone's like, okay.
We can't smoke weed, you'll go to jail, but 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's the one we look at Japan and we're like, maybe you guys should be a little more strict on that one.
Change up a little bit.
Japan is a little backwards. Anybody? Yeah, they're really backwards. I don't want to, but I'd like to hear the reason why. What's going on, Tiff? Please, tell me. It's complicated. It's never simple. Come on, you can trust me. I wish I could say it was an accident, or I just made a mistake. But no, I've been doing this for years. Where do you even get it from? You don't buy it yourself, right? I take it from my mother's stash, and it's too little for her to notice. She got hooked a long time ago, shortly after we moved here. It was a terribly stressful time for her, and for me as well. I started a few years later, but I was still very young when I did. But why? What happened to you then? I came to realize a few things I just couldn't deal with. Sorry for being vague, it's really personal. That's fine, just say what you're comfortable sharing. And the thing is, Zero, I ain't all I'm cracked up to be. I try to be friendly and get along with everyone, but it's so stressful for me. Most days I'm too anxious to even start a conversation. I've gotten a little better at that accent. Sorry, this is not the time. Bad time.
Guys, our southern accent's better. Never.
I feel like I can't be myself if I don't take the edge off somehow. Well, I can certainly understand that. I'm shut in for a reason. But that isn't so strange. In fact, I'd say it makes perfect sense. It goes deeper than that, Zero. There's more to it? There is, but I don't know if I should say. I don't want to shoulder you with my personal troubles. I see. Well, I can understand that too. Explained enough already, so if you want to keep the rest to yourself, that's fine. I will then burden you later about it though. As usual.
Yeah.
But if you change your mind or need someone to talk to, I'm right here, okay? That's sweet of you to say, Zero. And, if I may add, you've been a delightful addition to the club. Never said that to Shiro, but that is just rude.
You've been a delightful addition to the club. Now get out.
You might feel anxious talking to people or whatever, but you've been great so far, and I'm happy you're here. Okay, that's very sweet of you to say. Thank you, Zero. The little understanding's all I ever ask for. Is everything alright over here? Sayori, stop watching us! My god! It's always, what's going on? Guys!
She's the vice president. She has to keep an eye on
So
everybody.
she stares at everybody. It's like rain clouds. She fucking stalks everyone.
Oh my god, she stalks everyone like in rain clouds. That's funny.
Just stalks everybody. Oh, hi, Seo. We're doing fine, sorry. It was just a little down today. Aw, you sure looked sad when we were talking. I figured I'd see if I could help. I appreciate your concern, but Zero had me covered. He's really good at that. I'm not that great at it. Nuh-uh, you're super great. And everyone knows it. Oh, please. Yeah, it's actually really hard. Don't let his modesty fool you, Tiff. He's a natural at making his friends feel better. No, that's you. I just treat people like any decent person would. I can relate with this guy. That counts for a lot more than you might think. Well, I'm glad you're both doing fine now. The club should be a happy place for everyone. Is everything alright over here? See, now, Sayori, you brought attention to Monica, because now you're just standing over here. Like, me and Tiff talking isn't suspicious. Me, Tiff, and Sayori walking over to now start a fucking group, now that's suspicious.
That's when Monica's like, I want to see what's going on over there. That looks interesting.
Yeah, like, what's going on over here? Goodness, Monty too? Did I miss something? Tiff was feeling upset, but I helped her out. Then I showed up as well, and you did too. Just trying to be supportive. Well, thanks, all three of you. It's good to know you care. Yeah, we know how to treat our club members. We try our best. I can see that. You're a very supportive bunch indeed. We'd better go before everyone else comes over here. Yeah, really. It's just as well. I need to address the group anyway. I guess we're out of time for today. Sorry for dragging you down with me. There's no trouble at all, Tiff. You can lean on me anytime. Or anything more can be said, Monica calls out for the club's attention. Alright, let me go, yeah! Alright, so now the next day is the final day, because they do the mini-game thing.
Oh, yeah.
They do the mini-game thing, and then we spend the weekend. What was Tiff so bummed out about today? I think I should keep it between me and her. Oh, alright. Well, I was just really worried about her. She's usually so cheerful. It's the first I've ever seen her sad. I wasn't sure if I was like, you know... If it was like, you know... Like what? Like me? No, Sayori. She's not hiding a No, Sayori. She's not hiding a debilitating illness from everyone she knows. Or if she is, she didn't tell me that part. Well, Jesus,
she's
see?
not hiding a debilitating illness from everyone, or she could be, and she just didn't say it because she's hiding a debilitating illness from everybody. But, you know.
Well, Jesus, you'd have to word it like that.
And then Sayori's like, oh, fuck.
Sayori's like, well, fuck you too. That is the only time I think I've said that with Sayori's voice.
Fuck you too.
I feel like it was necessary.
Sayori, you can't say fuck. Well, too bad.
Well, I'm glad you're there to cheer her up. She looked like she really needed it. And I don't care what you say. You're just as good as me at helping people feel better. It's really not that big of a deal. Is it so hard to be respectful of others? See? That's why you're so good at it. These things don't even cross your mind. What things? Exactly. Have a good night, Zero. You didn't explain yourself!
Bro, let's see. Song.
Waltz. Oh, I forgot there's that.
Or
I keep forgetting. I think I've remembered that once.
Look at Monica. She's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Headphones. What are you talking about stereotypical things, Holly? What are you referring to? Are you saying because she's the black character and she smokes weed?
Is that a stereotype?
Is it? I've seen
Black
white.
people smoking weed?
I've seen white hippies.
I've only seen white hippies.
I've only seen. Do black hippies exist?
I don't know. I don't.
I mean, obviously, I just thought everyone smokes weed regardless of color.
Yeah, I didn't think that the stereotype was black people smoked weed.
I mean, I know the stereotype is white people do meth.
Yeah, that's a stereotype.
Because meth's fucking weird.
Isn't it like white people also do cocaine? Too?
There's some black people who do cocaine. It's just not a lot. I think cocaine is still the mutual thing as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a drug expert.
I'm not either, so...
I only get my drug advice from my favorite DDLC YouTuber. Afro Zero. He guides me. He tells me everything I need to know. Is that not where you're supposed to get it from?
You're not supposed to get everything that you know in your life and that you believe in from someone you look up to? What?
Where the fuck am I? Lit!
That's... Okay.
What?
You're dumb.
Well, it said lit.
Yeah, but... No.
This will be the last poem minigame. It's the last one. There we go. Woo! Yeah, Afro Zero. That guy reviews drugs.
The drug reviewing channel?
That who plays drugs? Zero.
Oh no, I keep forgetting that happens. It's calling his unshaded sprite, I think.
Yeah, because it's supposed to glitch.
Yeah. I think it is anyway. It doesn't look shaded.
Black stereotype to do drugs in general. Yeah, but I think everyone just does drugs though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whites
I didn't
get
know.
meth, blacks get pot, and Latinos get black tar heroin, says Bug.
Oh.
Oh, those eyes she had before were her high eyes. Oh, I guess I didn't think about that, yeah. Huh.
What?
The eyes she had before when we found her, she had like the like those like eyes with no pupils. I guess those are her high eyes. The eyes she has when she's high.
I've always wondered that. I was like, sometimes it calls those and sometimes it doesn't. Is that a mistake? Is it a
Bro, has
mistake?
Tiff been high in the club and we just never noticed?
Yeah, I've always noticed that. I'm pretty
Bro.
sure she told me that one time. I was like, why does she have no pupils in her eyes? But sometimes she does.
Bro,
I'm pretty
she's
sure I
been
said that.
He's been high. You might have. He's been hot. Right when you said that, Holly was just like, rubbing his hands together.
Like, cause those are usually the eyes in like anime when like someone's crazy, so they have like no emotion in their
Yeah.
eyes.
I mean, I guess.
like, why does she look like that?
I mean, it's a better thing to look at than making her like eyelids red.
Yeah.
Zero, it's good to see you. Hey, Tiff. What are you up to today? Not much. Just taking a little walk. How about you? Same, really. I'd like to get out on the weekend, but I don't have any plans. So, are you going anywhere? Any little walk? Yeah, back home. In a second here. You're just going home? On a beautiful day like this? Yep. Well, hey, since you've got nothing else in mind, would it be alright if I tagged along? Sure, you can come if you want to. I'd love to. Lead the way. With Tiff in tow, head back to my house. Feels like my day just got a lot more interesting. Alright, we're on the way. Alright, I got to my house. You can leave now. Wait, you meant you wanted to come into my house? I thought you may just want to join me on my walk home. Where I was right in front of my house. Join me on my 10 feet walk home.
Yeah.
Hey, nice place you got here. You caught me at a good time. It's not usually this well kept. I'll consider myself lucky. You know, it's a little strange seeing you outside of the club. Is it? Yeah, like, you get used to being around someone in a particular setting. Then you see them somewhere else and it feels totally new. I get what you mean. It's hard to imagine seeing certain people in other places. Such as? I don't know, like Monica, for instance. I hear ya. Some folks seem like they fit in one location too well. And Monty's just right at home in the club room. But hey, speaking of the club, I wrote a little something to commemorate my joining this week. You did? Was it a poem? For now, you could say it is. I'd like to make a song out of it, but I don't have a tune for it yet. It could also use a couple more verses. I've only finished the first part in the refrain. I guess I could show it to you, if you want to see. Why not? I'll check out what you've written so far. Okay, cool. Tiff reaches around her bag and pulls out a folded up page. I'm a little self-conscious about this. I don't usually share my work. I'm sure it's fine. Here, let me see. Alright, hopefully it doesn't suck too much. I am not reading this.
Bro, the title is just It's great.
Yo, I'm a cool dude. Let's go. I'm not rapping this. I don't even know the tune. I can't even rap it. There's no tune. There's literally no tune. How am I gonna rap this?
I can see the I can now see the limits of what Zero will be willing to do for videos.
Oh, you calling me a pussy now?
I knew there had to be a limit at some point.
I'm like Ryuji. You calling me a chicken? I'll fucking do it.
I mean.
Oh my god. I need to just read it. You don't need a beat or anything. How am I gonna? Was I? Okay, you know what?
Oh no, are you pulling some? No, no way.
You know what?
God.
I threw my honor away when I read the fanfic.
Fuck. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh god.
So wait,
I made a mistake here.
So how do I rap like with no beat? There's no beat to this. Just speak it. Just, hey yo, I'm here to tell you about a club that can't be beat. They love every kind of literature and they're all so sweet. Mine is here to run the show, not to bring the food. Teo's here to help you out while Yuri sets the mood. Zero's a real cool dude, and Tiff's just here to rap. While Shiro's ready and raring with his computer on his lap. We're the lit club, you know that we're legit. We're the lit club, we're the lit club. It's a place you just won't quit. We're the lit club, we're the lit club. Get ready, this is it. We're the lit club, we're the wit club, and you be a perfect fit. Gonzo, he's like a samurai. He's looking fun. I had to tune in my inner 4Kids One Piece rap.
Oh my god, what have you done?
That was amazing.
You sounded like the Donkey Kong rap.
Oh, that's why it sounded familiar.
Yeah, I was.
His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt.
What the fuck?
That rap was so bad, I think you gave me cancer. No.
He did it so fast, and he was like, I heard you like cup your hands over your mouth too.
Because I had to do the. I just sound like I'm grooving. We're the Lincoln.
My god.
I'm starting to see why Tiff needs pop for my raps.
All right, so I guess there aren't any limits when Zero was making videos.
You can't stop me. Don't say I didn't do anything for you people.
He wouldn't have done this on his own.
Don't say I didn't do anything. You then proceed to have one of the worst rap offs in the history of Paradox Space. Don't say I didn't do. Don't say I don't. I do it for the video. You never see. The mind is too fast. Alright. The rock version played.
Oh.
Libertina gave me $300 for it. Come on, Zero, take it to the fridge. Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge.
Oh my god, he gave me $300 because you saying that.
I forgot the DK rap had that at the end. Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Oh my god. Fucking.
Oh my god.
See? I did it, and it was all worth it in the end. Making a fool on camera.
Sometimes it's worth it.
Even without the money, it was still worth it. All I'm saying is you ain't gonna get that anywhere else from another Take-Two playthrough. Let's go. This is now the best Take-Two playthrough.
This is the best Take-Two playthrough now because of this.
Well, what do you think? Just imagine if MC actually did, like, rapped all of that, and she's just like, oh god, I regret giving it to you.
She sounds exactly what you just did, and she was like, I'm not making raps.
I'm not giving, I'm out of here.
She leaves and she's like, you can't see my songs ever again. I'm sorry.
I'm not showing you anymore. Tiff grins at me awkwardly.
You go too crazy.
It looks like she's forcing it. I don't know what you're so worried about. It's off to a great start. It is? You sure you're not just being nice? Nah, Tiff, I like it. You've done a good job. It's better than I'd come up with. Yeah, now maybe you should add a line that goes, walnuts, peanuts, pineapples. Gosh, well, but in all honesty, Holly, that's a decent rap you put together. It's not the worst thing ever.
It's not the worst thing ever.
It actually was decently a rap. Gosh, well, thanks, Zero. I'm sure you could have done it too. Seems like there's plenty of room to expand on it. I'm guessing the last part is the refrain. Yeah, I was thinking the repeated line would be a part everybody shouted at once. No, that's the part that I get loud with. We're the Lit Club. Do you think they'd ever go for that? They might. You'd probably need some convincing. Definitely. I can't imagine her shouting for any reason. Well, if she gets upset enough. You've seen her when she is? Apparently it's pretty rare. She announced they had a little fight last week. Aw, what went down between them? That was when we first started sharing poetry as a group. Their ideas clash a bit. Aw, you guys used to share poetry together? About every day since I joined. When the club got bigger, Monica thought it'd be too much to handle. Man, that stings. I would have loved to see everyone's work. At least I got a sample from the festival booklet, I guess. I'm sure they'd be happy to show you if you ask. I'll see if I can work up the nerve. But that's for another time. Today, it's just us. Is there anything you'd like to do? I'm open to suggestion. I'm open to suggestion, yeah. Have a look at our options.
I'm open to suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to one suggestion, if anything. There's anything for us to do.
It's a typo.
I gesture toward my entertainment. See, I didn't know if that was a typo or not, because I'm like, maybe that is actually proper, and that's just, maybe you can do both.
Oh, can you? Oh.
I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't want to be too quick to say it was a typo.
Oh.
I gesture toward an entertainment center, loaded with all manner of media. My, you have quite a collection. Tiff looks over my various shelves of anime, games, and manga. How do you find anything in all this? I just remember where I put it. I know it's weird, but it only makes sense to me. Wait, what typo? Yeah, I think Monica's saying I'm open to suggestion. I see.
Suggestions or suggestions.
I was like, I feel like suggestion and suggestions both work. Because I feel like people say I'm open to suggestion. I'm not sure. It can be with or without. Okay, yeah, see, I thought so. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then.
I think I get it, but that doesn't make this any easier. I'm recognizing a lot of the games in here. Oh yeah? Do you game much? I have a couple consoles from back home that I play pretty often. Some games are my favorite, but I remember you saying you suck at them. I'm not much use for those. I can't even handle them on a regular controller. That's not how they're meant to be played anyway. I like using a dance pad so I'm not just sitting around. Sometimes even use it to control regular games. Tiffany beat Dark Souls 3 on a dance pad.
I have like a dance pad with a screen on like the bottom of it, and then you turn it on and it's like shows all the dots because they're like a bunch of dots. Like there's like 9 dots, and then it's like it plays the music, and then it like lights up where you're supposed to step. I think I actually still have it in the closet, but I don't think it works.
Rip. But that makes things interesting. Depends on the game. It doesn't work for some genres at all. Like, for instance, Tiff pulls a title off the shelf and holds it up for me to see. It's a multiplayer FPS. You play that too? I sure do. I like games to keep things rolling, so action-y stuff is great for me. Think you could take me on? Try me. You set up the game and get situated for some friendly competition. So, how good are you at this? You'll just have to wait and see. There's been several rounds and Tiff is mopping the floor with me. I've kept up decently well, but she somehow managed to come out on top in most of our matches. After another well-placed headshot, she's won another bout for herself. Had enough yet? I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting you to be this tough. You didn't underestimate me just because I'm a girl, did you? Hardly. Well, okay, maybe a little. That's alright, I wouldn't expect it either. If you want, we could do a bit of co-op instead. I usually prefer playing with someone instead of against them. I think I've actually had enough. Aw, okay. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. They were good rounds. Yeah, they were. But also, I want to thank you for having me over as well. It's not often I get the chance to do this sort of thing. Hey, it was my pleasure, but you have other friends you can play with too, don't you? To be honest, not really. I don't have very many friends at all. You don't? No way. A nice girl like you? To be fair, MC, a lot of the girls in the club don't have friends. Don't have other friends. They're all just friends with each other.
All of them do.
I think only Monica does. And even then, she doesn't consider those people her friends. It doesn't matter how nice you are when no one's paying attention to begin with. I've always been kind of a misfit. Usually it feels like people just look right through me. God damn it. I'm not gonna reference it.
Huh?
And anytime I see the word misfit, I just think of the fucking Misfit Toys song.
I had a feeling you said that.
And moving here certainly hasn't helped. Tiff's voice takes a small downward turn. Her mood has dropped noticeably. I'm not sure what brought this on so suddenly, but I think I'd better ask her what's wrong. Tiff, is there something you want to talk about? Zero, this is probably a weird question, but have you ever had someone look at you and just decide you were worthless? Without even knowing anything about you? Not that I'm aware of. Why? It's a feeling that's a little too familiar to me. I've always been the butt of other people's assumptions. It's like they take one glance and get some idea from preconceived notions and just leave it at that. Back where I used to live, I caught it from all sides. My family was well off, but my peers just looked down on me, like I didn't deserve to be on their level. And the rest who weren't as fortunate, they resented me. They thought I was stuck up or entitled. Then when my family moved here, nobody wanted anything to do with me. I'm just too different from them. I try so hard to be friendly, get along, show people what I'm really like. But it's like I have no voice. I can't make them hear me. The club is the closest I've ever been to feeling like I belong. And even then, it doesn't always feel right. Aw, Tiff. It's terrible. No one should be treating you that way. You're not any less of a person. You deserve to feel welcome like anybody else. And that's what makes you different, Zero. And that's why I appreciate this so much. I wasn't sure when you ummed at me at the festival, but no! Holly! You meanie! You forced me to hum for this!
He made you do it so you'd feel bad.
He put an evil smiley face, you monster! He played us like a damn fiddle! You don't judge or make assumptions. You're respectful and kind. It's more than I've come to expect from most people I meet, and it means a lot. Well, Tiff, I'd never do any less. Not just for you, but for anybody. It's common decency. There's no reason to be any other way. I wish more people saw it like that, Zero. You really are something. Thanks again for everything. Tiff gets up and begins to gather things. Hey, what are you doing? It's been a great time, Zero, but I need to get back home. My mother doesn't know I'm here, and I don't want to worry her. Ah, okay. I follow Tiff to see her out and say farewell. Catch you another time, Zero. It was really cool of you to have me come over to visit. Don't sweat it. I'm just glad I can make you feel more at home. If you ever want to drop by again, you know where to find me. You're always welcome here. That's good to know. I'll definitely take you up on it. Until then. Tiff goes on her way, leaving me with just my thoughts. I can't help but feel bad for her. I know how lonely she must be. Is this the other reason she smokes? I push it from my mind. There's plenty of time left in the day, and it's no use dwelling on it. A few hours go by. I've been killing time playing more of the FPS from earlier. I still can't believe Tiff wrecked me so hard at it. She proved quite a challenge. No sooner had I quit the game than I was alerted by a knock at my front door. Could that be? Little Sayori should just come inside. Head out to see who's there. Oh! She's high!
Oh.
Tiff, you're back. Did you forget something? Nah, Zero, I just wanted to see you again. There's kind of something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you mind if I come in? Sure. Yeah, get in here. I step aside and let Tiff back in. Kind of a wonder what it is this time. Tiff walks in the kitchen and has a seat at the table. He watches me attentively. I sit down to join her, thinking of what to ask first. So, Zero, I'm sorry to drop in on you out of the blue like this. And I apologize it's too forward of me. I just feel a bit odd today. Okay. Tiff, what is this about? Hold on, are you high again? Zero, you didn't think I'd kick that habit in a single day, did you? I hope you don't blame me for feeling anxious. I've never really done this before. Done what? Tiff, just what do you have in mind here? Oh, Zero, the thing is, I'm kinda into you. What is happening?
Oh, okay.
And I'm wondering if you aren't kinda into me too. You're into me? Yeah, I really, really like you. Like, in that way. That way? Sorry, I seem so surprised. Just, why? Not sure what you see in me. Are you kidding? There's hardly a downside to you. Yeah, right. Like, I'm not good with words. I can't rap. Anyone can rhyme if they try. But I can't dance either. I'm awful at it. There's no reason you couldn't learn. You're even better than me at video games. Face it, I'm a no-talent loser. That isn't true, and even if it was, it wouldn't bother me. I'm not completely sure what it is myself, but something about you speaks to me in a way I've never felt before. I could just tell you're someone special, so I had to ask. Do you feel it too? Tiff, I don't know. What makes you so unsure? Is something wrong? Is it something about me? Tiff, I don't... Don't what? Lay it on me, Zero. I can handle it. There are plenty of reasons to dislike me. Just take your pick. Hey, hold on. Don't get me wrong here. First of all, you're a perfectly likable person. Not likable enough, apparently. Stop. You have no reason to get all down on yourself. Then why, Zero? What do you think is wrong with me? It's not you. Just let me finish. For starters, I don't know how I feel yet. You kind of just sprung this on me. Okay, that's fair. And you see, the real thing is, I'm not the kind of person who just dives into a relationship. Tiff, you're incredibly nice, and it's been wonderful spending time with you. But it hasn't even been a week. We only met a few days ago. I don't know what it is you're feeling, but a connection like that needs time to grow. You understand? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I think I let desperation get the better of me. I got a crazy thought in my head and just ran with it. That's alright. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. I just don't want to give you the wrong idea. Not a decision I take lightly. Last week, Sayori confessed her love to me, and I told her I want to stay friends. We've known each other more than long enough, but I don't know if that's how I truly feel. It's kind of the opposite with you, but I won't deny the possibility. Though, if I'm being honest, the drug use is pretty unsettling. That I definitely can't blame you for. I know I should quit for my own good, of course, I'm addicted. But things haven't gotten any easier for me either. I get it, the social anxiety and... No, Zero. I said there was more to it. I didn't tell you why I started. And I kind of feel like I owe it to you now. Are you sure? I won't force it out of you. Yes, I'm sure. Who knows? Maybe it helped get it off my chest. I mentioned how my mother started smoking after we moved, and that I did as well a few years later. But the reason she did it and the reason we moved are one and the same. Back then, we were trying to get out of a bad situation. Our country had just elected its first black president, and people in my area got bitter. Real bitter. Shortly after, my dad got pulled over by a crooked cop, and things got out of hand. That's why we haven't heard about her dad. He was arrested? Zero? He was killed. What? Oh, Tiff, I'm so sorry. It was very long ago. I'd say I'm over it. But that sort of thing never really leaves you. But at the same time, we were devastated. He was everything to us, and we were in a real mess without him. My mother was terrified that one of us would be next. She got us out of there as quick as she could. We moved halfway around the world just to leave it all behind. Back then, I was too young to understand it. Couldn't imagine why anyone would do that to another person. As I grew up, I came to realize, not just the reason why, but that it's something I may never get away from. There's so much needless hate out there. It was all I could do to numb that feeling and try to forget about it. Tiff, that's horrible. That should never have happened to you or your family. I just do my best to get by, live and let live. I can't control how people think, so I try to keep it to myself. It's so unbelievable. Anybody who thinks like that is beyond ignorant. If that's the way they are, then they're the ones who deserve to be hated. No, Zero, don't you see? Hatred forms a cycle. Two wrongs don't make a right. Just wish that people would treat all each other as people. I have to pause and think of that for a moment. I'm completely blown away. For Tiff to have been through what she has and still feel like this. Yeah, you're right. More anger doesn't solve anything. I'm just sorry that it happened to you in the first place. It's a dreadful, ugly thing. But you know, if it hadn't happened, I never would have met you or gotten to join the club. Not saying it wasn't a bad thing, just counting my blessings. Well, I'm certainly glad to have you around, and I think the others are warming up to you as well. I'm really sorry to hear you've had it so rough, but now you have a club full of friends you can count on. Thank you, Zero. I feel like things are starting to look up. I'm so grateful y'all accept me as I am. It's the least we can do. If nothing else, you're all right by us. That's reassuring. Anyway, I think I'd better get going. Thanks for having me over, again. Hey, I told you any time, didn't I? You sure did. Tiff gets up and makes her way to the door. I follow her outside. See you in the club on Monday. I'll be there, but if you want to drop by sooner, I might practice in that game a bit more tonight. Don't get too cocky. But hey, before I go... What? Okay, you know, why is Tiff the one that got the closest to us out of all of them? We got no kiss! Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Waves goodbye and sits off down the street. Looking back on our discussions, it's just so shocking to me. People treated her before and the tragedy her family faced. I guess she was doing more than just taking the edge off. As the evening drags on, I just can't get her off my mind. It's a shame about her addiction, but it's understandable in a sad sort of way. She said she really liked me. Did I grow to feel the same way about her? Is there anything I can do? I'll have to wait for now. It's almost time for bed. Tiffany, you have a place where you belong. So, what have we learned from each of these routes? Sayori's route is depression, bad. Natsuki's route is abuse, bad. Yuri's route is cutting is bad. Cutting bad. Self-harm bad. Tiffany's route is racism bad. And Shiro's route is bullying bad. So, yeah, a lot of people have problems in this mod, which is understandable. Because this is DDLC.
Yeah.
So, just a lot of yikes from me. And Monica's route is Monica sad.
Monica's just sad.
I was like, Monica route's Monica sad. And that makes me... Monica route just makes...
Did I miss anything when I left?
Tiffany's dad died.
Was that it? Because I was there.
Oh, you were there for that? Oh, yeah, basically. It was just talking about how she basically smokes to let off the edge and stuff.
Okay.
Well, is it the drug problem, the family issues, or both? It seems as though this club is just a magnet for troubled teens. Yeah. But really, what Tiff wants isn't anything that demanding. to just be liked and treated the same as everyone else. Zero was right, you know? It's common decency. Of course, no amount of that will ever fix her past. Alright, yeah, I guess nothing else. We've gotten all of them. We did it. Nothing else? Good, that's a relief. I feel like we're on the right track this time around. All that's left is to move forward. After next week, everything will change. Or at least it will in the full version. Keep an eye out for Act 6, the week of Epiphanies. And the full release of DDLC Take 2. Hope to see you then. No, Monica's isn't murder bad, because Monica already knows that. It's not trying to teach you or, like, explain how it's bad. It's just Monica remorsing. So in a way, I think Monica's route is just Monica sad. You know what I'm saying? It's just Monica sad. But yeah, that's the end of Act 5 of Take 2. We did it! We did it all! Yay! Yeah, that was pretty good. I really liked that. It was all nice. It felt really... Thoughts on the whole thing? It felt really good. I liked the idea that it definitely... I liked how it feels like it's supposed to be a continuation, as I mentioned before. It's like, the mod does... I can see this being a continuation of what happens if they did try to continue the game after week 1. Like, if Monica and Sayori, as the plot suggests, tried to continue the game. Like, it doesn't... Like, it works really well with all of that. All the characters act out as they should. Like, I have no problem. No one really acted out of character. That was really good, and that's a very interesting mechanic. Very interesting thing. Not mechanic. Very interesting thing with, fucking... The poem game. That's the mechanic I'm trying to think of. I really like that poem game, the new one. The like, word one. I really like that one. That one's clever. And apparently from the teasers that Holly's been posting, they're each gonna have a different minigame that Monica showed. Like, they're all gonna have their own special minigame. So I'm curious to play those and see how they play. But yeah. This is going to be fun. I can't wait to see what happens and everyone becomes self-aware. Definitely going to be an interesting one. Yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to download this for yourself, the link's in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.
Bye. I'm a sharpshooter.